What's going on, guys? So today's video, I have never done a video like this ever for this channel. And today I'm going to give you 10 great designer beast mode fragrances. And when I mean beast mode, I'm talking like 10 plus hours. Let's just kick it off right now. The first one's going to be FERRAGAMO UOMO. Now this is a brand that I plugged quite a bit back in the day. And this fragrance here actually came out in 2016. It's a very sweet, playful, gourmandy type of fragrance. It is marketed towards the men out there, but I think that this fragrance can definitely be unisex. So the ladies can wear this no problem. And UOMO means man in Italian. This is not like a masculine fragrance to my nose, right? So that's just my opinion. But this has tiramisu. It has a coffee and a chocolate vibe as well. There's orange blossom, cardamom, sandalwood. To me, this is a little bit more of a youthful kind of fragrance. I'm thinking like 30 and under. So someone who's in high school to really, if you want to be honest, someone who's like late 30s, early 40s can wear it. I just find because of the sweetness itself, it just gives it that youthful touch. That's just me though. You can dress this one down to dressing it up, more of a semi-formal type of attire. Nothing like tuxedo-esque, alright? So overall, great scent, FERRAGAMO UOMO to kick it off. Fragrance number 2, let's go with a car brand, Mercedes-Benz Club Black. Now this was hyped quite a bit this past year in 2021. I tend to avoid the hype train, but this is worth every mention, alright? So I could totally understand the hype because for what you're paying and for how it smells more expensive than what it really is. There's jasmine, woods, incense, vanilla, but also benzoin. So this is like a powdery, vanilla, woody, somewhat smoky type of fragrance. This is, I find, runs along the lines of Spiritueuse Double Vanille from GUERLAIN. That fragrance there is unisex, and I could also see this one being unisex as well, even though it's catered towards the men out there. It's marketed as men. This, in my opinion, can definitely be unisex. So it's fun, it's playful, it's classy at the same time. So you could dress this one down to dressing it up. And I would find that this would be like a 25 plus fragrance, alright? So someone who's in high school, not so much. College, sure, but for me, because it just smells so expensive, you know, like you're paying about 60 bucks for this, I just find that might resonate a little bit more with the older crowd, but the older person who has a bit of a youthful touch as well. So if you're a young person, I would say that you're a young person who's a little bit older in life, like soulful wise, but overall, I'm just gonna shut up. Fragrance number 3, Givenchy Gentlemen Only Absolute. I plugged this one a lot, like 3, 4, 5 years ago. This came out in like 2015 or 16. This stuff is just phenomenal. You're gonna get warm spices of saffron, cinnamon, nutmeg. There's also a little bit of vanilla and some sandalwood as well. So this gets comparisons to Spice Bomb itself. So Victor Rolf Spice Bomb. I could surely see the similarities. I just find that this one is done a little bit better, however, and this one lasts longer than the Spice Bomb. The Spice Bomb itself, I get like good longevity, but this one here, I get like 11, 12, sometimes more. But this is like dressing down to dressing it up, daytime, nighttime, super versatile, and because of the spice itself, very inviting, very cozy. Fragrance number 4, this one is definitely a cheapie, HOMME Wild. So this has rum tobacco, or a white tobacco leaf, I should say, pink pepper, and also woods. Overall, it's just like a boozy floral woody, alright? I find it's very sexy, it's very warm, it's very inviting, it has a little bit of a mysterious vibe. I find that someone in college would truly appreciate this one, more so than someone who's older, like my age, you know, but even someone my age could rock this, no problem. I just find that the brand itself would probably resonate a little bit more with the younger demographics. This is not high school though, okay? This is definitely college, but it's a great night out fragrance and definitely sexy. Fragrance number 5, this one is for the older crowd out there. ISSEY MIYAKE NUIT Pulse of the Night. This is definitely a mature fragrance. It's dark, it's deep, it's bold, and it packs a heavy punch. There's amber, leather, vanilla, sandalwood, patchouli, and olebanum. This one has leather. It's resinous. It has a nice creamy vanilla to kind of like soften it up a little bit with woods. Overall, this is phenomenal. I generally am not into like overly heavy fragrances, but if it wasn't for that vanilla, I don't think that I would really appreciate this one here. This is more of a night out fragrance, and I'm thinking like suit and tie, tuxedo type of event. But you can wear this on a casual night out, business casual, right? You gotta have to have that sense of style. This is not overly stylish at all, but I do think that you could wear this with something like this, all right? For me, if I'm gonna wear this, I'm definitely gonna be going to like a nice important function, like a wedding. This would be an amazing wedding fragrance, but you do have to watch your applications because this might be a little bit cloying out there for some people, but absolutely stellar. Fragrance number 6 and 7 unfortunately are discontinued, but just look around for the best price tag, alright? But fragrance number 6, this stuff, oh Jesus. This stuff packs a punch. Diesel's Fuel for Life Spirit. When I'm thinking packs a punch, heavy fragrances, leather, olibanum, incense, gaiac wood, oud. This has tons of amber. And the amber in this is sweet. This is a sweet bomb, all right? So if you over apply, you are definitely, let me just state this. This is cavities in a bottle. That's how sweet this one is. But there's amber, iris, orange blossom, cinnamon, but also woods. You're gonna get some of that orange blossom. Definitely the amber. The amber is front and center, all right? You're gonna get some woods, but you're also gonna get a nice cinnamon note. This is a warm, sweet, inviting fragrance that's more so suited for the younger demographics. The brand itself, I just find the brand itself is more so suited for the young people out there, right? But if you're an older guy who likes it, then rock it. But this is a night out fragrance. It's a school fragrance to me. Like I'm thinking college. Not high school unless like you're a senior. That's your last year in high school. Because someone who's in like grade 9, this might be a little bit too much for you to even deal with. But ideally, college, school, day-to-day casual, definitely night out. Fragrance number 7 is going to be for the adults. Guerlain L'Homme Idéal Extrême. Damn. Plum, almond, leather, tobacco, cinnamon, and heliotrope. So this has a slight powdery touch because of that heliotrope, but you're gonna get the typical almond, which is in all the Guerlain Idéal fragrances. You're gonna get the leather. The leather is front and center, but it's not a slap to the face type of leather like Tuscan leather by Tom Ford, or even like Ferrari leather essence. Ferrari leather essence probably not a great example because it's a lot of cloves, but you know what I'm talking about. You're also gonna get a nice sweet accord as well. This stuff is classy, it's masculine, but at the same time, that playfulness, that sweetness, I should say, does add that playful touch. You could adjust this one down, something like this, to something that's quite formal. Daytime, nighttime. Unfortunately, this one is a little bit harder to find, and your best bet right now is eBay. If you can get this for like $130, $140 at the most, just do so. Fragrance number 8, Roberto Cavalli UOMO Deep Desire. If you like spicy, woody fragrances, this is one that you're really gonna like. Pepper, nutmeg, cinnamon. There's some jasmine or some sort of white floral, along with some woods to this one here. The jasmine or the white floral component might be tuberose. I don't know. It's not really present. If you have a phenomenal nose and if you're paying attention, you might be able to pick it out. But for me, this is just overly spicy with woods. Very masculine, it's warm, it's inviting, it's sexy, has that classy vibe, but at the same time it has a bit of a bad boy edge to it. But yeah, this one here definitely, the whole brand I should say, is underrated. Fragrance number 9 was a blind buy. It's not exactly the safest blind buy, I'm gonna say that, alright? So if you don't like oud, this is one you're not gonna like. Versace pour homme Oud Noir. There's leather wood to give it that leather feel. There's saffron, olibanum, there's cardamom, patchouli, and oud. If you don't like heavy fragrances, stay away. This is definitely, when I was talking about heavy fragrances with this one here, That's what this one is. It's heavy in leather. Ooh, there's that warm, spicy nuance, but also the woods. All right, so this is definitely masculine. It has a bit of a formal, classy vibe to it, but it definitely has that mysterious bad boy vibe as well. All right, this is not one of my favorites. This did grow on me, however, but it's not one that I would actually recommend you blind buying. If you can get a sample, do so, because this stuff here, yeah, it's a slug to the face. And last one is actually going to be a cheapie, Mercedes-Benz Select Night. This is one of my favorite fragrances in my collection right now. This has warm spices. It has vanilla. So there's some cardamom, guaiac wood, sandalwood, but also some orange blossom. The orange blossom is a little detectable, but you would think that there's like some cinnamon to this one here. But there's definitely a lot of cardamom. There's got to be other warm notes of like cinnamon or even nutmeg, but you're gonna get the woods and the vanilla for sure. I'm gonna state it. This gets a lot of comparisons to Tom Ford's Noir Extreme or Noir Extreme. I've stated it a lot whenever I've mentioned this in like the actual review or other videos such as this. But this is a fraction of the price tag of Tom Ford. You can get 2-3 bottles of this compared to the Tom Ford price tag. And this is beast mode. This lasts forever and a day. It's daytime, nighttime, super sexy, very inviting, very warm, but also super classy. That's it. I just gave you 10 designer beast mode fragrances. Up first for this channel, and it might be the last. I really don't know. If the views are there, and if you give it one of these, then I might do another one later in the year. And if you did like this video, please make sure to give me one of these, as I really would appreciate it. And it shows that you like this type of content, and it also feeds the algorithms. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your time. Take care, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching, everyone.